This is a daily chat / video chat log conference of x77 project and Legalize for Life and 420 Friends site. We have Mr. Bill Preston, who's there. You can say hi if you got to focus in now. What we're doing is just basically installing Jamala for our website, which is under construction. This is for retention, review, and operations productivity. This can be shared among all board members and other employees and programmers. So pay attention, it may help. We'll try to get this done in maybe 10 minutes or less for an install. I'm going to go ahead now and share my screen to show you guys where I am at. And Mr. Bill, you'll give an idea of where I am. Currently, on my primary running screen, I have an article up from Microsoft's ISS database, basically on how to install Joomla on Internet Information Server. This is post-dated from December 12, 2008 by Rustin Yakushev. Basically, skim through it, yada yada. Prerequisites, we need PHP 5.2.9, MySQL 5.1.34, and Joomla 1.5.14. This is the exception that we do have 1.5 downloaded. We do have MySQL version 5.6 installed and also PHP 5.3.8 installed. So we have the required prerequisites. And it's already been installed. We're just going through the installation steps. So I'm going to go ahead and connect to our databasing server that hosts all these websites, and that information can be processed in. And I've already downloaded the package, so now we're connecting to remote desktop to the server, and you can see exactly what I'm doing. The package normally is loaded to a download area, which is the default downloads folder for our admin account. This has been loaded from this stable package from joomla.org to our publishing area for the 420 Friends site. Not in Windows, but basically in ISS inet pub and site root under 420 Friends. So all this information that we have here allows us to basically credit the install. But there are some things that I need to do on the command line function in order to get it to not show errors. Case in point, previously we did try an install where it was at a higher version on 1.7. Our servers at GoDaddy do not support Joomla 1.7. Here's a case point for it. Once we plug in the index PHP file, we get a shit ton of errors. Excuse my language. Line here, line there, and it just, we didn't even follow the article to input this information. So we're going to go ahead and try this command first and follow the instructions. Go ahead and copy that, back over to the server, get into a command prompt, and do it as we're supposed to. Actually, make that even better, start with admin privileges. Right-click, run as administrator. And then we'll go ahead and plug in that command. Paste, but we have to go back and edit. Actually, go ahead to a notepad itself and correct the path. This needs to be corrected to where it says 420 Friends. And we shall create that. Copy it out and then put it in the command line. Paste it out and enter. It is not recognizable internal or external command. 420 Friends folder. Oh, it is there. It's a bit odd.
Is it because Spencer's doing something else?
No, we can actually edit this to where it needs to be done correctly. We'll just go ahead and copy that and input it the way it's supposed to be done from the correct directory.
Here. Did Spencer give you a timeline?
A timeline? No, he didn't. We're just going to change directories over here. What the hell? There we go. And now we'll go ahead and input the correct information. Enter that command. And iCal's configuration system cannot create a file. That one file which is in here should be listed as .dist. Go ahead and edit that. Rename. Want to rename it? Yes, we do. Try that again. And it's done correctly. Failed processing 0 files. That has been done correctly, so I got to switch back over to the article. Next one. The installer will modify to provide the information proceeded above. It needs a temporary cache folder, so we're going to go ahead and add this command. I know I'm kind of jumping around pretty fast for you, Bill. Tell me if I need to stop if you have any questions.
Well, you know I'm not going to figure this out in one round, but I'm watching you and I'm learning.
Yeah. I can give you the URLs and all in post, in comments and annotations, because once this video is done in records, we can add it to the actual YouTube post, whereas you can recall it at a later point and actually watch it. So that way you can actually see it in real time.
When we get done with DabTube, you'll be able to do the same thing with DabTube.
Pretty much.
And then we'll put it into the admin, we'll make an admin channel for DabTube.
Alright, now we have we have the actual information and we'll unload the packaging. Going ahead and adding the last command that we need to place in here. There we go. Now we're going to test this site again to see if it has problems. F5. A whole shit ton load of problems. It's like I have problems at the yin yang with this site. So we'll start from scratch again on the template. I tried following those instructions, but it just did not want to operate correctly. So, go back to this root folder, and we're going to go ahead and delete the, let's see, I got to go to the HTML and CSS page. Make sure I've got everything in there that I don't want to delete. Cascading style sheet, lists, style CSS. Okay. I want to get rid of those. Add index HTML file references. Okay, we'll go ahead and open that style sheet folder. And it gives you here tags. Nope, don't need that style sheet. By the way, that template page that we have on that shows as under construction for the 420 site, normally over here, HTML, this is the default page that normally states, because it recalls information from, and this is what you will see on all 4 parking domains for that one site. I am just referencing the correct page information from Information Services Manager that plugs all of those domains into that one page. 420 Friends. From here, we can see a list of domain names right here: 420friends.com, 420network, 420social.us, 420friends.us, and those are the 4 domains. By selecting and putting up a construction page, normally we enter the default document area, and then you can actually go ahead and change the order, moving up or down a specific default page. Normally, it will seek for default HTML or active server page, or HTML index page, or HTML index file. The reason why it's not showing the PHP file first, because that one is listed last. So just plugging in 420-friends.com will automatically go to the default HTML file. And that's the reason why it now resolves on all 4 sites to that one page, and we can continue with our installation. I'm just making sure I'm not deleting files I do need. Going back to that reference on the HTML information, Google sweater, there's text, wrapper, and this is where we can actually edit this information. Do you want it to say anything else other than what it already does say, Bill?
Nope. What's on this fine?
Okay, then we're not going to go ahead and edit. We'll keep that as is. Though we could fix this damn insert bit from Flatbeds Plus. I can't seem to oddly get that graphic file to show correctly for some odd reason. It's supposed to be a Google Plus icon in the middle of the Facebook icon and the Twitter icon. But that's the reason why it's calling to that demo area. Because the demo area for that one, if you plug that in, I believe it will show something very similar. Other than that, we'll go ahead and delete everything in here except for images. We're going to try again. Oh, that's right. We didn't Explorer. It does not like us doing things. You run it with high-level command structure. Gives you full access. If you don't run it as an administrator, you can't necessarily do jack with it. So we're going back in and deleting things that don't need to be there. Include library or images library. Now I can delete everything. It's just going to take a little bit. Alright, installation. No, I don't care about all that. I care about bits. Skip that one. Hanging around. Skip that one. Alrighty, we'll go to libraries, delete that one. Nope, can't delete that one. Okay. What's in that backup folder is exactly every single thing that would be this installation of the higher version of Joomla. But everything in there as it stands now works the way it's supposed to. Not going to really mess with it except putting the correct Joomla version that had no damn problems. Let's see, this one was at a later date time frame. I will go at 1 p.m. and yeah, we'll go with this one. And while that takes its sweet little time, I'll go ahead and see if we can actually get some nice background music or a little snippet from Cheech.
It's frozen. Oh, fuck. What are you trying to do? Because it ain't doing anything. Can you hear me? I don't hear nothing.
Alright, well, at least I tried placing that in, but we'll go back to the share screen and back over. There we go. Anyway, it just took me a second to actually get this opened up, and I'm not sure as to what. Oh dear, that's why. Anyway, go ahead and open all of that. Copy, Control copy, and we'll drop it right into the folder that needs to be placed into, which is the 420 folder. Paste. It's going to take a little bit, because that sucker is huge. And we're going to go through those same script runs. While that is unzipping to the directory, we'll go back to show exactly what this is supposed to do. So, set database, run installation script. Yes, I get that. All right, we're going to do 1.7. No, we're going to do 1.5.
So this website's going to have its own SQL, different than Spencer's?
Well, the server is the same. It runs on top of the Windows. Basically, how that works is the server is there. The SQL server is there, but the database has 3 different raw tables. 1 table for each site. Under those tables have function calls for all the raw data and content that you edit in on the basically the back end side, which is the administrator side once you log in after you set up the database. And mind you, on the ISS page that I was just showing you on the screen share, they give you that option of setting that up, and that's in the installation, just like you do with the PHP bulletin board system, PHP BB. And I'm going to go right back to it real quick. All right, and this one, yeah, this one was on 1.7. All right, yeah, as I was doing this one, there's also a step-by-step guide on how to do this, which I found that there was a lot of errors and issues with because it didn't give you the correct information. So we're going right back to this page and that article that I was referencing, but this one pretty much says it's installation for all those same versions. So we're going to go right back to the server. Yes, I know. We're going to copy that information back over. And now when I plug in that, copy and replace. Once I copy and replace this information, there'll probably be about just 2 lines of errors after we go through and input these 3 different commands. Okay, now I'm back over to the 420 friend folder. I'm going to check this because there's no configuration PHP line. I'm also going to go ahead and put this in here. Paste that. I'm going to check in the information server too which ISS version, which PHP manager version is listed. This is on that one. Let me check PHP. Yep. That's the reason why I copied that PHP info.php file. Make sure that it runs properly. But I didn't want to copy correctly for some other reason. PHP file is there. I guess we gotta restart the server on that. Stop, start, restart. Go ahead and not register PHP version, but I guess change it, because that's an inherent one. And we don't want 2.8, we want 3.8. There we go. Try that local. And check. Still doesn't want to operate correctly. Well, I know the PHP is there, so we're going to test it on the site, which would be this one. Install. We have no errors. Oh my God, it worked correctly. Normally it gives me so much hiccups. Normally there was two lines of error code, but apparently it's wanting to work right now. So we're on the installation area. We can actually select the language. I say English, United States. We're good with that, Bill?
Yep.
All right, go to the next phase. And there's no JSON support. See that right there? No JSON support. Support for JSON. No support. It says yes and no. Configuration PHP writable. You can still continue installation as configuration setting is not displayed at this end. You will have to manually upload the code. Click on the text area to highlight code, then paste a new configuration file. Name this file. Okay, click on the text area to highlight of all code. Okay, yeah. Basically, manually do all this. Everything is up and running, but except for output. It's actually one thing: the display errors are off, and output buffering is on. So it should run pretty well. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go to. Let's see. Click on the text area, highlight all your code, paste it. Name this file. Okay. Click in the text area to highlight. Okay. I want to make sure I save that information because we're installing this from my machine. You could watch this step by step or even go about it, but it'd be better at your leisure to do it as I am as well, because I got to be very cautious about this. I'm going to go ahead and copy that information to make sure it's correct. And this is taking me a bit to pull up Notepad.
When are you going to start working on the Dell?
The Dell, that I can set it to start installing, and I go drop my son off, and it'll be done by 1 o'clock, and then I can just hook it up to the monitor. I've been waiting on Jake to give me a KVM switch so I can share this. Go ahead and back to screen share. Take that off real quick. Thank you. My camera. Yeah, that right there, that mouse and that keyboard to share with this, which little nice effect. In window, that monitor can accept 2 video inputs. So 2 VGAs or 2 DVIs, and there's a little switch on that monitor, which I use for my main video conference monitor, to be able to actually do what I need. And just hit it, and it'll go to the other input source. Like you have 2 VCRs, but one is select for recording on channel 56, and the other one's on channel 3, and you just select a different video source. So that way I can use this one monitor for two machines. I just need one keyboard to control two machines, and that's the necessity for the KVM switch. I need that one piece, and I can pretty much have both machines running side by side and switch over and use that machine dedicated for the work that we're supposed to be doing on the daily log. Alright, going back to share screen so I can continue the installation of Jamala, and we are good there. Go ahead and click on next. Go next. And here's where we get interesting. Root and password. We already know our password, which Spencer knows. We will not disclaim this to the public. And we're going to name the database name 420 Friends, Bill?
I thought we were going to do the 420 forum on that one.
424?
Forum, F-O-R-M or something like that.
Okay, 420 forum. Table prefix, this is randomly generated. I will leave it as is. Say old database process backup. Any existing backup tables from former general installations will be replaced. Okay, we're good with that. And all right. Once this is fully installed, we have it up and running to the FTP configuration. We should be able to have this locally installed. Okay, FTP username, we already know that. And we know that password. Root path. FTP root path. Yeah, that's gonna be 420 Friends. Net hub / www root / 420 Friends. Auto-find FTP path. 420 Friends. Verify FTP settings. Undefined advanced settings. Yeah. Save. Yes, we do. Next. Site name. Enter the name of your Jamala site. Okay, this is where we name the site, and similar to PHP bulletin board system. What do you want the, like when you go into like the backend side or the welcome side, and it shows the site name? What do you want it to be, Bill?
I don't know yet. I thought we were just putting it up there to get it up there so we could see what it is, but
well, it can be changed at a later time, but we can go ahead and put it like this.
just use it the same as the domain name, 424.
Well,
I try to keep my site names the same as the domain name, so that makes it easy for people to remember.
making sure of this. We don't have 420 forum.
What do we have?
We have 420friends-friends.com, 420network-network.com, 420social.us, and
420social.us.
okay.
I'm sorry. I thought we had forum.
And the email address associated to the admin account. What would that be?
I'm sorry, try that again.
What do you want the administrator account? Basically, you. what the administrator account, which email address you want it associated to.
I guess we'll have to make a new one, but for now, do it to 420. I mean, Extreme77 project at Gmail. What I want to do for each one of these websites, Jason, when you're adding a new website, it has to have its own Gmail account. Or we have them on, for every domain name, we have the rights to a GoDaddy account too.
Okay. The default user admin name, what do you want that to be?
I don't know. You guys make all those up.
I'll just keep it easier for you. You know this one. Can you read that?
I can't see it.
Okay. The x77 project. Basically the same as to the server itself. Username. We are going to install sample data. Basically, it is strongly recommended for new Joomla users to install sample data. To do this, to basically, give an example of information you can use to put on the back-end side to customize a site. So we're going to go ahead and install sample data. Okay, this is a configuration file. I need to copy and paste. I'm going to go ahead and copy that and start up FileZilla and drag and drop that sucker. Cool. Save as. On desktop. Config. Configuration. Go ahead and quick connect out to string project. And we will upload from the desktop. Right. Now we're going to go ahead and check on the server for that one specific file. And it's there now. So we verified it right there. Following installation path and instructions. Please remember to completely remove the installation directory. You will not be able to proceed on this point until the installation directory has been removed. This is a security feature of Joomla. Go ahead and click right here and remove it. Boom! Error. Okay, so we got to manually do it. Well, go back to it. Let's say. Alright. We'll go ahead and close that and start back into the server and remove the installation directory, which is right here. We're going to delete this right there. And now, restart the server. Change the direct default document. Actually, no, not even change the default document. 420 frames. Oh God. It is stalled with all them errors. Handler is not static. Handler is not static. See, the site is there, but yet we have all this crap problems up here.
Is that because
it's a good thing that I have that default document up. That you are home. Okay, I get that. We want to go ahead and log in. See if this actually does what we're supposed to. Ooh! I just logged in. Okay, user menu, your profile. So we have clearly some installation issues. This all-powerful document here did not do what it's supposed to do, because once we get to the installation path page and get here, you should be able to see something like this, basically.
I remember that.
Do, 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 do.
This website has been up before. It was the x77project.com. Until it came on board.
Alright, it's 12 o'clock. Daily log, well, shut it off, because I know it now is probably entering into a long status field. I'm going to check to see how long it is. And I'm going to send you a link of it. And we'll go back to our share screen. And he is examining the code. So, stop broadcasting.